Good afternoon, everybody. I hope that everybody's doing well and that you're fasting well. And I want to thank you for listening and watching to my video. Hopefully, it will be informative. We all know the story of Avraham Avinu, that when he was leaving, Hashem told him to leave the land, and he was heading, which eventually would be Canaan. And he was approaching the Egyptian border, and he was afraid to show them his wife because she was very beautiful, Sarah. So he put her into a teva and make sure that they will not take her to Paro's house. When he got to the border, the Medrash brings down that they said, "I'm sorry, when this is not Kennedy Airport, but yeah, you have to pay customs, and whatever you have in the box, you may have barley, you got to pay the barley tax." So he goes, "Okay, I'll pay the barley tax." "Yeah, but what about if you have wheat?" He said, "I'll pay wheat." Avraham Avinu, was a rich dude, so he offered to pay whatever. They said, "Well, maybe you have something very expensive like spices." Spices was very expensive at that time. That's where Old Spice, those were very expensive scents. So he said, "I'll pay whatever you want," but they forced him to open up the box, and the rest is history. Now, I have a few questions. First of all, that why didn't he just put on a mask on Sarah Imenu? For example, he could have put on a mask of this person. She was Speaker of the Outhouse, and that would have scared off anybody. I mean, there's no way they would have taken him to Paro. Or he could put on a mask of this person, gender unidentifiable, but either way, he did not. Maybe he didn't have a mask, or maybe he just didn't want to have anything to do with them. But be that as it may, he did put her in a box. So I have a question, and it's bothering me for a long time. Why, because of this, do we have to fast today? I mean, today is Sarah B'Teves, because he put her into the Teves, Sarah, and we have to fast. Ich darf fasten, weil hat herangestellt in a box. Let me ask you something. When they put Moshe Rabbeinu in the box, was there any fast? There was no fast. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, I'm hoping that somebody can come up with an answer. And but we do know that we have to fast today. And it's interesting that I was thinking that maybe Avraham Avinu was looking forward to the next Yontiv that we have, when we actually have to eat, and that's a Chameshosh. Where's my British friend who can help me with this? Chameshosar B'Shvat, when we have to eat all kinds of things. So Avraham Avinu wanted to institute, he's going to become a boxer and put his wife in a box, and that's why we have to eat on Tu B'Shvat. You notice I didn't say Chamesh, I said Tu B'Shvat. Easy way out. And we eat boxer on that day. It's possible that's the reason. I have to look into it a little more. Be that as it may, still doesn't give the answer why we're fasting on Sarah B'Teves.
Excuse me.
What?
It's not Sarah B'Teves, it's Asara B'Teves.
I don't understand what he's saying. I mean, these British people. Anyway, this is what it's come down to, that for every tragedy or near tragedy, we have either a Yontiv, as we know the way the joke goes. They tried to kill us, they didn't. Let's eat, or we have to fast. Ironically, this comes after another Yontiv where we have to eat as much donuts and latkes as possible. And I thought of the relationship, the proximity that this is to Hanukkah, and another miracle Hanukkah happened to me today. Even though it's only been 8 hours since I'm fasting, it feels like 8 days. So let's hope that everybody will complete this fast and be healthy and happy and kol tov.